my favorite memories is for my graduation recital on trumpet from the conservatory to play cantata number 51, Jauchzet Gott in allen Landen. My mom was the soprano soloist, my dad conducting the orchestra, and I played piccolo trumpet.
Oh, wow.
And that was, that was amazing. And then another one, I was much younger, with my mom singing Madame Butterfly. She was, Butterfly in Germany. And I'm trying to remember, maybe 5 or 6, and I'd never seen, didn't know the story, and also didn't really understand that opera is not real.
I bet that was a very scary...
It was a scary, and not just that, but I sat next to my father, and he loved to videotape everything, even, he loved his gadgets and camera and 8mm and so on. So anyway, he had this new camera, and so he's videotaping the performance, especially at the end where, she kills herself, she commits suicide, and he's filming, and I'm crying, I'm like, what is, and he's filming, and I kind of, it's like shaking, it's like, why aren't you doing anything, and he's like, shh, and I was just, I was crying and completely upset.
Yeah.
And then after the performance, he would take me backstage, and there she was, and she was fine, But so still to this, that rattled me, and I think that's the power of, I guess, of opera.
Oh yeah. But both my parents are musicians, and we had so many VHS tapes of operas. And one of the ones that I watched a lot as a young kid was Madame Butterfly, and I remember just the ending, I was terrified. And they did the death scene so beautifully. They had 4 people unrolling kind of this carpet from underneath her, so it looked like red was starting to spread. And as a young kid seeing that, I was like, this is too much.
It is emotional, and then when it happens to be your own mom, in the role, oh my gosh. Yeah. And he didn't prepare me. He didn't say, or mom, he's like, so what's going to happen is it's going to look like she's going to take her life, So that, I remember that. And then one other thing that I did with my dad, in Paris, I prepared the choirs for him, the radio choir. I worked with the radio choir when he was chief principal conductor in Paris, and I came from that choral conducting path, right? So I was guest conducting some choirs, and I prepared for a whole month the children's chorus and the radio choir for the performances of St. Matthew Passion. And doing those performances, with him were amazing at Théâtre Champs-Élysées and some other places. And then one more was in Verbier, when he conducted Mahler 1, and one of the trumpet players got sick, and I was still playing trumpet at the time, and I jumped in, not principal, one of the tutti trumpets for the last movement, but just to be there and and then play under him with that piece, Mahler 1. That was really fantastic experience as well, because shortly thereafter I stopped playing, but yeah, I remember that